Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Rangers Shadows of Almia. In the last episode, we went to Almia Castle, and we got ourselves the Blue Gem after fending off one of Team Dimsun's leaders and defeating a Gem Guardian with that was Lucario. In this episode, though, before we return the Blue Gem into Professor Hastings, as usual, we have a bunch of side quests to do, so we've accomplished some stuff in the plot, now it's time to have a side quest episode or two. And I literally mean or two, because there's a lot I want to get done, and pacing-wise, I think it might actually work out interestingly. But for now, getting rid of both Raichus, as much as I want them, I kind of need all four of these Pokemon right now for side quest-related things. Well, side quests and also just doing some side stuff that aren't exactly quests. Speaking of the quests, let's go ahead and look at the four that we have to take care of today. We'll definitely be getting all four of these done at least, and they'll be taking care of maybe some other stuff later on. But we have a Chingling-related quest. Like I said, we're going to need a Chingling. We have this guy, Herbert, who wanted a Grass-type Oddish before. Perhaps he might have something to do with, and he's in a snowy area. Perhaps he needs a certain Ice-Grass Pokemon? Who knows? We also have another thing in Shiver Camp with Palmer about some hunks of ice in Krista Caves. Not Crystal, it's Krista. And then we have a thing of a Piplup that's in the middle of these Please Save. It's in the middle of a Chimchar, the Turtwig quest. Gee, I wonder what's going to happen there. Possibly won't get ourselves a new partner Pokemon. No, not at all. But, believe it or not, the first quest I'm actually going to take care of is not the one in Shiver Camp. I'm going to head to Peel Town first and take care of the one here. You might be wondering, Lucky, what the heck are you thinking? Why are you doing this? Well, the reason for that is simple. I actually want to pick up a few Pokemon in Peel Town before I do some of the stuff in Shiver Camp, because while you can do the stuff in Krista Cave with the Pokemon that are in Krista Cave, it makes life so much easier if you deal with the stuff, if you do other stuff first. Just trust me on this. I know what I'm talking about here. Hello, Chatot. You're a Chatot. You do that. So, one of our quest givers is right here, the one with the Chingling. So, the cry of a Chingling. Well, you have one right next to you, wouldn't you know? Unfortunately, she doesn't know because her Chingling has been alone for so long I forgot how to talk. Not really sure that's how it works necessarily, but they want a wild Chingling to teach their Chingling how to talk, basically. So, yeah, I have one. It's hiding behind the barrel. I can forgive you for not noticing it. It kind of just looks like the barrel has like a little ribbon on its head instead, but nope, that's actually a Chingling! Surprise, surprise, I read your mind again, lady! So, got ourselves a wild Chingling, and that will be the quest for now. There's not too many quests we have to take care of here, or not too many long quests. There's only one quest here that's going to be any sort of lengthy. Luckily, the other three are fairly quick, including this one, so we will be able to get a lot of stuff done. It's just a matter of how much and if I'm going to be splitting into two videos and doing certain other things. We'll see how things go. So we get the style is going to be receiving some mail, so we're going to see what interesting things we get from these quests. Actually, we're not going to get anything too interesting to just spoil it right now, but we are going to be finishing off a lot of these defenses here, which is nice. We'll actually have a full set of 3 defense across the board by the time we're done. So Dragon Defense, we're only missing 1, and if you can tell by the colors, which you really should not be able to tell by the colors, we're actually missing Fighting Defense of all things, which is interesting because we just fought a Fighting-type Pokemon. It's a shame they didn't give it to us beforehand. Sigh. But what we want to do while we're in Peel Town, the reason I did this Peel Town quest first is because while I'm here, I'm going to have enough room in my inventory while keeping Miss Magius and Abomasnow. I'm going to have enough room, and having a Staraptor to get back to Shiver Camp. I'm going to have enough room for 2 Growliths. That's because the ice that was going to be we're going to have to deal with ice in Krista Cave as one of our quests. And the ice will actually require a 2 burn or higher. So grabbing a couple 2 burns right now will save us the stress of having to basically only use Camerupt when we get to that point. While we're here, by the way, and this is actually something I'm curious about. I didn't think of this during my practice attempt, but what the hell, I'm going to think of it now. Do we have anything new in terms of newspaper articles? Because these do fill up regularly, and sometimes you miss a few of them, so Volume 9 and 10 are the most latest ones, but there's nothing. Okay, so 9 and 10 are the most late ones. Let's just see how much I'm probably wasting my time, because 9 and 10 are this one. We've seen these ones before, and then this is just an article on, yeah, the crime map. Okay, so these are all, they haven't filled us in on any of these before. We've seen all the newspaper articles so far. Might be one, actually, once we turn the Blue Gem in. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that, but whatever. A little bit of a diversion just because I was curious about that, but let's get back to questing. Don't want to waste too much time. Don't want to make this episode too extra lengthy just because of diversions. So let's buckle down and get focused here because I want to get a Growlithe quickly. And after I get that Growlithe, I want to, we're gonna get our Staraptor, and we're gonna fly to, Shiver Camp, where our next quests will await us. So that's the plan for now. So, second Growlithe. There's basically 2 here, and then we can go just head south from here to get easy access to a Staraptor. These Growlithes are really easy captures, obviously, because they're, like, super early game as well, so they're really stress-free captures. I guess it gives you minimal extra experience, so I guess we'd make more experience by catching 3 camera-ups instead, or going back and grabbing that Ninetales and using that to burn things, but it seems like a lot of effort and a lot of inefficient effort at that, so experience really not the most important thing in this game. Levels are nice, they help, but in the long run I don't think they make or break a player. It's all about looping skill or ranger skill. I mean, you can see that it's getting easier and easier to capture these Staraptors as we go through the game. It's kind of almost fascinating by the end of the game. We'll just be like 2-shot capturing these Staraptors probably, or like 3-shot capturing them. Where like when we first got them, they actually were a slight bit of a annoying thing to get. But here we go. We're gonna get rid of our Chingling. I know, poor Chingling, but it has outlived its usefulness. We've gotten what we need to do with it for now. So we're gonna head to Shiver Camp and take care of some quests in very quick succession while we're there. And after that, I'm actually gonna make use of that Miss Magius as well, probably in this episode, and head up to Chroma Ruins and see what's behind that Psi 3 door back there. I know people are like, people who know what's back there knows that there's really nothing worthwhile back there for now, but I'm opening it now just because A, we can, and just I like to do things the moment you can do them, just for funsies, and B, it just unlocks the door for later when we actually need the Pokemon back there, because we actually will need that Pokemon, but it's not till like post-game, so, but it'll still open the door, I think. I don't think things reset by then. Anyway, this guy wants an Abomasnow. Doesn't realize there's a Abomasnow standing right in front of him, but that's okay. Apparently everyone in this universe is blind and or doesn't know what Pokemon are, in which case they should probably not be Pokemon researchers. It's probably not in their best interest. But here we go, an Abomasnow. An Abomasnow. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's just what rolls off the tongue. Abomasnow is cool, but Abomasnow is hilarious. So, I'm sorry, it's just too set up. It's just too perfect that there's a thing called Abomasnow and there's a president called Obama. It's just too perfect. Anyway, so our quest is confirmed clear once again. We got ourselves some power-up data. This one will actually be, I believe, the one that we're missing, if I remember correctly, and we get ourselves some fighting defense. So we now have, as you can see, one of every type of defense in the game. And now you're probably wondering what the things next to all those different things are. Well, we're actually going to find the answer to that by the end of this video. So let's go ahead and take care of the quest that's actually going to do that for us with the third quest. That's the final quest that's not a obvious going to get a partner quest. So, Crystal Cave has some chunks of ice that fall down the ceiling. It's dangerous, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go ahead and clear those out for him. So, you don't have... being people researching an icy climate, you should probably know some things about fire-type Pokemon, but apparently that's what Rangers are for. It's just the world's lazy. We've already established this. Rangers just kind of do everything for the generally lazy populations. It's some sort of crazy dystopia where every single person is lazy, and if you want to be a Pokemon Rangers, the only people who hold life together. Oh man, my wife and I are having an argument, better call the Rangers. Oh man, my dishes are dirty, better call the Rangers. Oh man, my mother is lonely, better, that's actually a quest by the way. Oh man, my mother is lonely, better call the Rangers. Okay game, we apparently do everything. So there's an ice chunk there, but there's also a Golbat harassing me, so you know what, we'll get that one on the way back, because I don't care to deal with that Golbat. Nope. That's the first one you're supposed to get, but I was just like, nope, I don't want to fight you. You smell funny, and thus I didn't. So, also once again, really didn't need to have the Chingling with me this entire time because I could have just, oh, look at that expert dodge. That wasn't even intentional. I just kind of dodged that thing by just sheer force of will. So, let's go ahead and use Growlithe to melt the ice. And from there we can, we'll head back to this cave, grab ourselves a camera up, and that will allow us to melt the third piece of ice, which we will already know the location of. Also, surprise, surprise, it still got harassed by a Golbat. Alright, if you insist, Golbat, I guess I can just find a reason to get rid of you later or something, because you have no use to me whatsoever. But that's okay. I don't love you. Some Pokemon are just so annoying. It's like Zubat. It's like the Zubat from Pokemon. It's grown up. How fitting that Golbat's an annoying thing when Zubats are annoying in the normal Pokemon games. Well, to a lot of people at least. Just funny though, because Zubats aren't even terrible Pokemon. They turn into something really awesome with Crobat, but I mean, they are Pokemon that show up all the time in caves and have Supersonic and other moves that are just a huge pain in the butt early game. So, or even any point in the game, really. Confusion's just annoying whenever. So, basically, that's why people hate Zubats. But Crobats are awesome and pretty underrated. They're not even underrated. People think they're pretty good Pokemon anyway, and they really are. Why am I talking about this now? Anyway, there's a camera up here. Speaking of cool Pokemon, I beat Red with this Pokemon in my Pokemon Let's Play, therefore he must be cool. Stomp that Pikachu. That just destroyed that Pikachu. It was wonderful. Alright, so just dodge all the fire and go ahead and catch him. Yeah, we took some damage, whatever. I need to capture 6 Pokemon without getting a hit and I'll be healed again. That's the nice thing about having that recovery power, is it makes your life so much easier. So yeah, those are the location of the 3 pieces of ice. The only one left is the one up by the entrance, or well, the exit, depending on which end you go in, I suppose. That's what she said, I guess. I don't even know anymore. But let's just dodge this Golbat this time because I still don't like him. So let's quickly get the thing. Also, I did catch a Floatzel, by the way. Neglected to mention that at some point very soon we're gonna... Don't you dare. I can't reach. Except I still somehow... Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Get... There we go. There we go. I was having trouble grabbing the camera without moving forward instead. Some sort of just like peekaboo going on there with that Golbat. I see you, I don't see you, you see me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh god, let's go. Ah, no, no, Golbat please. I already have one of you, I don't need more. You already creep me out with your gigantic mouths. Where do they come from? Where do your eyes come from? Where does anything come from anymore? I don't understand. So, we'll go ahead and report this to Palmer because we do want to make sure we actually turn in the quest before we go take on another one. Don't forget to turn in the quest. Sometimes you forget and then you just look silly. So we'll turn this quest. We've done a good job. Thank you very much. It makes you happy. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever you want to keep saying, Palmer. Your name is weird because you're the Pa of Murph and somehow that supersedes your actual name. So, we'll get another piece of mail. Like I said, you might be wondering what the things right of all these water, like all the different elemental defenses are. Well, the answer is, more of them. Yeah, you just get another set of them now. So we now have 2 water defenses, which means we now actually take 6 less damage from water attacks, not 3. So in the end, you essentially get defense 6 to everything. So you take 6 less damage from everything. Granted, by the time you get to late game, it's not even really the biggest deal in the end. Also, I'm gonna grab a starter because we're gonna need one in a second anyway, so may as well. But yeah, that's just ow, rude. But yeah, I don't even take that much damage from Staraptors anymore. That was just 2 damage. I guess that's all I ever took. Cause I think I had flying defense by then. But yeah, water Pokemon will now do 6 damage to us, or 6 less damage to us. So as it stands right now, they probably will barely scratch us, if anything, really, at this point. So it's actually kind of nice. But yeah, we still have one more quest to do. It's actually here in Haelo Valley instead of at the Shiver Camp. You don't actually want to head this way. You want to head up this way. And we want to go talk to a person over here. There we go. So right by the entrance to Ice Lake. So talk about Piplup being chased by a Houndoom. It seems like all these Pokemon are either falling off something or being chased by something, but whatever. We can save the Piplup from the Houndoom. So they're running around here somewhere. They're actually pretty much in the opposite corner of the map though, because if you remember, there's kind of a sort of dead end area over there that is a very conspicuous dead end area in the bottom left corner of the map here. So as you can imagine, that's actually where they end up going. It's the Team Dim Sum members who are still pretty much frozen and spacing out and probably dead. But that's okay, no one cares about them. They pretty much say the same thing now that they did back then, so I'm not gonna bother talking to them again. But anyway, they're chasing it, and as usual, have to fight both of them at the same time. That's no problem, though. Heck, the Piplup doesn't even do damage to us anymore, pretty much, I'd be pretty sure, so... Just want to make sure we get the Houndoom first here. Watch out for the fire, and try to capture them both at the same time for the group bonus, just for funsies. And try not to take damage, just for extra bonus as well. It'd help if I could actually get a loop off on them. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So much looping. So much looping. Oh, that went great. That was wonderful. I am a big fan of how that went. So, Piplup. Oh, it actually gives us a ton of experience, too. Dang. That's a good 620 right there. And an S rank for whatever the heck that means. Welcome back to Whose Pokemon Is It Anyway, where everything's made up and the S ranks don't matter. Anyway, with this, as usual, our quest being clear, we get ourselves a new partner Pokemon. So Chimchar, I had fun taking you through the Ice Castle, but it's time for you to go home because I'm taking the water one with me instead. Because water power is actually kind of mediocre in this game, but whatever, so is fire, so it doesn't really matter. Really, all of the sort of starter Pokemon elements are mediocre. Water is kind of eh. Grass is kind of eh. Fire is kind of eh. All the Pokemon powers in this game in general are just kind of eh. They really nerfed them from the original Pokemon Ranger, and I'm okay with this. I want this game to be more about looping things and not about powers, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. So, well, since we have all the quests taken care of, let's go ahead and head to Chroma Ruins quickly, and we're going to actually deal with the taking care of what we have with Miss Magius here now as well. So, we'll take care of this now, and we will go from there, and maybe end the episode and call it a quick one from there, and then take care of, because there is still an area with the float. The reason I got the Floatzel is because there's an area in VN Forest you can actually travel on with a Floatzel, and you can access a few new Pokemon and actually a pretty unique area from doing that, and I kind of want to do that quickly before I take on anything else. So yeah, so I think timing-wise, I think I'm gonna go ahead and probably do that in the next episode. Then I think it'll work out best in terms of the time, so we'll probably do that, I think. Hey, Dewskull, you're being rude. So we want to go to Chroma Ruins and pretty much go almost to the end here. We're gonna make it pretty much to the bottom floor, which everything stays on course, luckily, so don't really have to solve any puzzles. Just kind of avoid all the teleporting Pokemon, because there's like 50 million of them in here. And we just need to bring Miss Magius to that one door, so we'll have to catch a Drifblim. I'll also probably catch a Kirlia on the way, because teleport actually is gonna be really handy to get out of here in the first place. So. And there's pretty much no Pokemon besides the Floatzel that I actually need in my inventory anymore once we take care of the Miss Magius. So there's that. Avoid the poison. Run into the... I just run into every single Pokemon today, apparently. I mean, I could run away, but... Quitters don't run! They catch everything. Because they can. Because honestly, it's not even hard. And I'm making my HP back up very slowly. Actually, if I don't take any damage, I'll actually have it back up to max by the time I'm done. So, go me, I suppose. Anyway, but then again, the Pokemon we're actually about to capture is fairly difficult, so we'll see if we actually can get a capture going here. There we go, Kirlia, I want you. You have teleport, and this is actually a good time to use teleport, because especially when you're going to the Chroma Ruins, it's just a very, very lengthy place to go to, so we're gonna go ahead and just charge our thing up, wait for her to teleport somewhere. Not on top of my loop, though, lady. Well, you're not necessarily a lady. I can't really ascertain that, I suppose, but I'm capturing you anyway. That's the point. So there we go. They have been captured, and we shall be done with that. So, okay, we're gonna get rid of pretty much everything because I don't need any of you people. Go home to your families. You are not wanted here. Alright, so what we need is a Drifblim, and we need to head up in this light over here. That's where the goal was. So there's a Drifblim up here. We're going to go ahead and capture that, and ride it up there, and then take care of the stuff and things up there. And then in the next episode, we'll basically wrap up the side quests and do some plot-related stuff of sorts. That'll be the sort of game plan, I guess. So, but yeah, we got some quests done, got some good stuff done. Why the heck not? So, we'll ride the Drifblim up here, using the move Elevate. Oh baby. So we'll be up here, and that's where the side door is. So we may now find the secrets behind this side door, which is very exciting. So Psi Power will allow us to pierce through this barrier. And there's just gonna be a Pokemon back there that we haven't captured yet, and that's pretty much optional until endgame. But like I said, A, I love the Pokemon anyway, it's one of my favorite Pokemon. And B, meh, why not? We'll do some, it's a ranger game, there's gonna be lots of side quests and stuff to do. Also capturing Umbreon, because I just wanted to have the 3-cut my party for a second for next episode for when I go, I just want to go ahead and show something off that I'm going to require 3-cut to get as well, so going to go ahead and quickly capture this Umbreon, which I did, and then we'll capture what's inside the thing, and then we'll also realize that I've kind of wasted a lot of time just getting to this area that I could have really cut out, and I'm not sure why I showed it off to begin with. Because really, going this far into the Chroma Ruins and capturing all those Pokemon I ran into, that's... why was I talking during that entire thing? Easily could have been cut out or sped up. Maybe I might do that anyway. But anyway, behind the door is a Probopass, which I love because it's just such a silly Pokemon. It's a giant nose thing with a hat and a mustache, and it's kind of glorious. Just watch out for the flying rocks. They will try to crush you. You'll want to do the basic strategy of quick captures in between rock falls until it stops spinning. Ooh, that was really close to my line. And then just keep on getting away with it. It's going to be a fairly lengthy capture. It takes a lot of hits to take down, but it has a Crush 4. So actually a fairly handy Pokemon that can actually crush something more than we could actually crush up to this point. So not too shabby. From here, we're going to go ahead and use the Curlia to teleport us out of the Chroma Ruins, and then we can go ahead and leave, grab ourselves a Staraptor, I think, and we will be taking on, we're going to be basically heading to the VN Forest next episode, checking out the secret area over there, and then we'll be progressing the plot in the next episode. So that'll be the plan. So yeah, in the next episode, I guess we'll just do exactly what I just said, and we'll see exactly what happens when we turn the blue gem in. Do we have the means to defeat the Shadow Crystal? Well, we will have to find that out next time, guys, and we will indeed. So, this is LuckySevenDX signing out. I will see you guys in the next episode for more Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Almia. Bye-bye.